Hello and welcome to a bit of a different video. This is more of a discussion video, just talking about games in general, but mainly around next gen and sort of open world games. So I've got Infamous, Watch Dogs, Batman coming up very soon. So all that sort of stuff, just talking about games. We both really love games generally, just want to play them all the time. It's our passion and stuff. So this is something we've been meaning to do for quite a while, like perhaps in like a podcast format. But I hope you enjoyed the video. If you do, go ahead and enjoy it. Hit the like button. Let us know in the comments below if you want us to discuss any different topics in the future. And yeah, carry on and watch the video.
Welcome to our conference room here as we peruse the greater concepts of gaming.
Well, conference is in Skype. But
our Skype conference. So, Infamous Second Son came out, and that's what sort of prompted our thinking about all these games. You know, we've got Watch Dogs on the horizon, we've got Batman Arkham Knight on the horizon, The Division. But just starting with what we've played recently, you know that I'm not the biggest open world fan, but for me, Infamous definitely won me over. So as a much bigger open world fan, I'm curious what you ended up thinking of the final whole game.
I generally I just, as soon as I put the game in and when that bridge falls at the beginning, I was like, oh my god, this game is incredible to look at. I think they've done the whole open world thing like really well. Like this, it feels so in depth. It feels like Seattle. It feels like a sort of breathing world almost. It's got weird, sometimes like the pedestrians look a bit odd and stuff and they're doing weird things, but generally the environment is amazing. I just love the gameplay for this. Gameplay and the open world combined is just so much fun, but I feel the game perhaps, if you're going down another road, I'm not really sure if it may have lacked a little bit of story, a little bit more depth, and it felt perhaps a little bit too short, but apart from that.
Yeah. I think that the biggest gripe we can throw at Infamous is it does feel like a launch game, just in the sense that it's a bit undercooked in some of the aspects. It seems like they spent so much time, you know, locking down the graphics, locking down the mechanics, that maybe when they get to the second or third game of a franchise on a console, they can, go all out. If we think of something like, Uncharted 2 and 3, The Last of Us, stuff like that, you're like, whoa, they did everything. But here it does feel a little bit shallow. Now, do you think that you really like it because it's so pretty? This is something I've wrestled with myself.
Yeah.
Like, am I giving this game way more credit just because it looks so incredible?
It does. It's definitely a factor for me when the game looks that good, but for me, I want everything. So the gameplay for me was enjoyable. The only thing I didn't like was like the parkour when you like got, at the beginning when you like the smoke and you're like trying to climb up the buildings. It's like really awkward, and I don't know what happened there, because I swear the last game was a lot more easier to like do parkour aspects. Where it's weird. I don't know.
That's a good point. I mean, Cole from Infamous 1 and 2, he kind of had that like magnetism thing going on, so he would like attach on, and it seemed like whatever slider that was, they lowered it way down so you didn't magnetize on. I got to a lot of points in buildings where I'd be like hopping up, and really I just like wouldn't grab anything. And I thought it was interesting how they really opened up your movement options as the game progressed. It seemed like you got faster and more mobile and more, your traversal just sort of elevated every new power you got, to the point at the end where it almost felt like the Hulk or Prototype or something like that, where you're just huge jumps and huge, sweeping flights, and